Happy Thursday, everyone. This is Alan. This is the week before I think our vlog is going to start. And I guess this is just me kind of doing some more, I don't know, vlogging, getting used to this before we actually start up. So this video is going to come at you in 5 parts. I always wanted to do that. Part 1. This part is just about something that my English teacher said to me in class. I recently had to write an essay for class, and it wasn't very fun to do. And he had an interesting quote that I'm going to butcher, and I also don't remember who said it. So, sorry. So the quote is, everyone likes being a writer but hates to write. And it's mostly talking about how it's incredibly difficult to write and revamp and rewrite and do all that work, but it's really nice to have a finished product. But I really hate doing it. So is it worth it? Yeah. Am I going to do it? I like procrastinating. Part 2. I recently went to the New York Comic Con and picked up a couple of comics. I know I'm not really a comic guy, but it just happens to be like in this few months of my life I've picked up a lot of comics. I have increased my comic collection by an infinite amount because I started with none and now I have like 10. So yeah, let me just give you a couple more that I bought that I thought were really great. The story is based off a true story. It's about in 2003 we bombed Baghdad, and there was a pack of lions that escaped the zoo because of this. And the story more or less details their life. I don't really want to ruin much about the comic because it's incredibly beautiful and quite touching, and the way that they make the personalities of the lions not only take on human characteristics, but also make you feel like there's a lion personality in there. It's so good. But I really want to show you this one picture because it either will make you laugh or cry. I'm gonna say it made me laugh. Sorry, PETA. Panel 1 involves a giraffe and he's talking. Panel 2 it involves the giraffe's head exploding. Panel 3 there is no more giraffe head. Oh god. I don't know why it's so funny, but it makes all of my friends and me laugh so much. The second comic that I want to talk about is Gotham Central. It's a comic about the police force in the city of Gotham. Instead of, like the comic being about Batman and him saving the day, it's literally about the small crimes that the police force has to deal with, like arson, and me being a criminal justice major, I just got a real kick out of that. And how they have to rely on Batman sometimes, and how certain officers hate him, certain officers love him. I've only read a 6 of the series or so so far, so I can't tell you all about it. The first main story arc is that there's a lesbian police officer, and she kind of gets outed in front of her family and the other officers, and it's a really good story. It's not some mind-blowing story or anything like that, but I mean, I really liked it just because it's my major. And the last comic I'm going to talk about is The Surrogates, and it's going to be a movie soon. I am so excited. The comic was great. It involves the future where people have their own robots, but instead of them being AI controlled, you get to control them. So like you're kind of typing at your computer, and that's how you can control your robot. But it's so advanced that you can feel and see and move the robot as if it was exactly like you. So, you have people that are ugly who can now use beautiful robots and go around the world looking beautiful. You have people that are very fat or can't move very well. They now can move, be construction workers even. And you also have, instead of people being killed, there's no more real murder since everyone's using their surrogate bodies to explore the world. It's just property damage. So the story involves 2 police officers who are investigating a property crime, not a murder. It's very interesting. It gets incredibly deep. What I found very interesting is they hired an actual advertising company to do some of the like mid-comic pictures. So it's actual advertisements for if they wanted to sell real surrogates to people. Part 3. Recently, I've actually been learning sign language, and it's not because I want to be a real better person or learn languages or anything like that, because I'm actually really bad at languages. It's mostly for the selfish reason of I want to talk to my friends at the bar, and I want to be able to talk to them with loud music playing and talk about other people around us. So I've learned a couple of, I don't know, interesting signs. Fat, girl for boy, ugly, and I know the sign for hot. And that's really about it. Part 4. This is going to be very quick. I got a new pencil. I've always liked the kind of pencils you have to sharpen, and I never really got into mechanical pencils. And this one I really, really like. Because there's no way to click it. There's nothing. The lead literally comes out by itself, and it's never out far enough for you to actually see the lead. You just see the edge of the plastic tip, and it just magically works. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, and that really makes me a nerd because it's a pencil. But whatever. Part 5. Because Valentine's Day is coming up, I figured, I'd talk about what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. I don't really have a significant other, but I have a couple of friends that I made some cards for, and they're definitely going to laugh at them because they're aggressively funny or aggressively mean. Hopefully they'll find them aggressively funny. Otherwise, this is going to be a very violent Valentine's Day. So I'm going to have a link in the sidebar where I found these cards, and you can check them out, check out some more. I don't know, they're pretty funny. But my first one, you can accomplish anything. As long as it involves failing. Oh. And my favorite. Sorry if there were mixed signals. I'm already laughing. Here is the diagram. A and B. A is people reading this card. B, people I am interested in being with today. Aggressive. It's so good. And it's a math joke, because I'm a nerd. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm excited to start up Thursdays next week, and I hope to see some nice videos. Let's do this, guys.